Hello everyone and welcome back to part 2 of part 2 of top 18 best MCU movies. So we found down 6 already. Let's take another look. This is part 2. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, link in the description. Or you can just go on my channel, it's the last video I did. But so anyway, let's begin with number 12. Age of Ultron. Now I was having a hard time picking this or Ant-Man since I both like them almost about the same. But still, I decided to go with Age of Ultron since I do think it has a lot of good things in it. For one, I do like the fact that they gave more background into Hawkeye since we barely know anything about him, so I'm glad that we got to know him more and that he has a family he needs to protect. So maybe that's where he ended up going at the end of Infinity War, or at the end of Civil War. Maybe, I don't know. But still, also, the action in this movie was cranked up awesomely. Probably the best battle in the entire movie was easily the battle against the Hulkbuster armor and the Hulk. That fight was awesome. And I do like the villain. Now, I'm ashamed of myself for not doing this in the top 10 MCU villains. Ultron was number 6, and I skipped out on that segment. I feel really disappointed in myself. But I'm going to cover why he is good. For one, I do like the fact that even though he's a robot, he does have sort of a personality to him. And also, I love the thing where he does the whole, I've got no strings on me. Get it? It's a Pinocchio reference. Now Disney taking over Marvel makes a lot more sense now. Oh. But still, I like this movie a lot. Probably my best two scenes in the movie were the scenes where, well, besides the battle between the Hulkbuster armor, were easily the scene with they were at the party, like trying to get open up Thor's hammer, like grab and like pretty much pull it open. God, that sounds weird. And I like the fact that when Cap's turn, he moves it slightly and it like moves a little bit. So he's like a little worried, like this. Oh no, someone is worthy of being the new Thor. That was pretty cool. And of course, I love the stuff when they're like in the cabin at Hawkeye's place. That was really good. So that is why Age of Ultron was a really good movie. And yes, while it was a little bit setting up movies like Thor Ragnarok and Black Panther, it was still a good movie. And that is why this movie gets a 9.5 out of 10 for an A rank. Number 11, Thor Ragnarok. Come blend in the ice and snow from the midnight sun to the hobbits. Yeah, sorry, I had to do that. This movie is easily the best Thor movie. Well, that's not saying that much, but still. I just had an entire blast right through it. I didn't know that through the entire movie I felt like I was watching a Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, except it's with Thor and not the Guardians, but still, it was really awesome. We got a little bit of Planet Hulk action here and there, and it was really cool. And of course, this movie has easily the best character in the MCU, Jeff Goldblum. I know he's the Collector, but let's face it, every Jeff Goldblum character is the same. He does the whole, I am Jeff Goldblum, Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, he does that in every one of his movies, and it's just awesome. Like, seriously, I just love everything about this movie. The only problem is that sometimes it can get a little bit boring, but I was having a blast the entire way through, and Doctor Strange cameo was awesome, and I just loved it. And I like the fact that they got Hulk right, where Hulk is supposed to be like a character who is trying to pretty much Banner and Hulk are trying to fight for control of the body, yet they need to work. They need to work together because they're sharing the same body, and if one dies, the other may die as well. So, yeah, that's something I really like, and I like the fact that it also finished up Thor's character arc of, him claiming the title of King of Asgard, which was really cool. And the jokes in this movie were hilarious. Like the whole Asgard thing, that was hilarious. And Loki's in the movie, and he's freaking awesome again. But still, this movie gets a 9.5 out of 10 for me. Number 10, Doctor Strange. This movie was a very big surprise to me when it came to the MCU. I was debating either this or Thor Ragnarok, but my mind is clear and I prefer this movie. For I liked how it shows Doctor Strange fall from grace, but then him rising above it and becoming the Sorcerer Supreme of it. And of course, I do like the climax of the movie. Instead of it being a destroyed city, they're reversing the city back in time to stop it. That is something I do like about the movie. And it was really cool to see all this mystic art stuff. And also, that scene where the the ancient one was like showing him like all this teleport stuff. Yeah, that when I experienced to do something similar to that in Ant-Man. I was like this. Okay, this is like an Ant-Man when Scott goes to that different universe. You know, I said this to my sister. This is Doctor Strange before Doctor Strange, which I do really like. And Benedict Cumberbatch is really good as Doctor Strange. Everything that comes out of him is good, and I like the Beyonce jokes they make. It was really good in my opinion. But still, this movie gets a 9.5 out of 10 for me, and it's really good. Wait, and before we can go to number 9, Dormammu, I've come to bargain. Yeah, it makes sense if you've seen the movie, but still, number 9, Captain America, the First Avenger. Okay, this another really good origin story movie, since it does show Captain America as a really likable hero. Even though, like, before he had, like, the super serum thing in his chest, and, you know, he had that super soldier serum, even though he was a weakling, he still, like, never gave up. And and when he was, like, getting beat up in an alley, he did this famous line, I can do this all day. And sort of like a boxer. But still, I do like the characters in this movie. Seriously, everything that comes out, like the Colonel Raw, and like this, like the guy's mouth right here, everything he says is just freaking hilarious. And also, I do love the action in the movie. It's very fast paced and a lot of fun to watch. And also, like Captain America is really good in this movie. And people had a problem with Chris Evans as Captain America, but hey, the MCU managed to save two. I repeat, two Human Torches. The movie does have this one problem where, like, I like the fact how he, like, fixes problems. You know, the whole when he was going to save the kid thing, the kid says, no, no, I can swim. Oh, thank you. But still, this movie was really good, and I had a lot of fun with it. That's why it's the last 9.5 movie on the list. So, the rest of the movies going onwards are going to be a movie I would give a 10 out of 10 to. Starting with Black Panther. Step into the spotlight. I'm sorry, I just had to do that. But still, I don't own the DVD of it yet since it hasn't came out on DVD. But still, to me at least, Black Panther was a really good movie, and I like the fact that it continued T'Challa's story arc from Civil War on how he wanted to be a good king like his father. And I do like the fact that Killmonger was actually not, you know, run-of-the-mill villain who was like this, I'm so better than you, so I'm gonna beat you up. Oh, well, I got defeated so easily, no! Yeah, like that. And he was a really interesting character. Spoilers, but why did they have to kill him off? It would have been so cool if in Infinity War there was a scene between Killmonger and Captain America. We could have the two Human Torches meet up in a movie. Why'd you do this to me, Marvel? Why'd you do this to me? I'm sorry. But still, I like the action in this movie. The characters I really like. One of the characters I was a little bit worried out was Shuri. Did I say it? I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. But still, like, I like the characters, even ones that we don't get to see much of, like, okay. Did I say the name? But still, I do really enjoy this movie. In fact, I'm gonna say right now, people, it's the Lion King version of superhero movies. I'm just saying. And it's one of the only times in a superhero movie, like, they have sort of like a political, you know, political message in it, which I do admire. That is why Black Panther gets a 10 out of 10. So, for the number 7, okay, this was a hard choice, people. I'd choose between over Guardians of the Galaxy or Captain America, the Winter Soldier. I had a hard time picking which one I liked more, since I like these movies about equally. So that is why, by the process of elimination, that is why Captain America Civil War is number 7 on the list. Now, like Ant-Man, this doesn't feel that much like a superhero movie. Like, Ant-Man felt like a heist movie, while Captain America Winter Soldier felt like a spy movie, in a sort of way. And I do like the fact that it shows that Captain America doesn't show, like, he shows American spirit rather than American government. I love pretty much, like the action scenes in the movie are really cool, and I do like the fact that's one of the only times in the movie where a surprise villain works. And I do like the fact that even though it's been like 50 or so years since Cap has gotten out of the iceberg. When he meets his girlfriend, Peggy, I remember, yeah, that's her name, Peggy. She has this thing where she doesn't remember very well, and she has like, the thing where when she's talking, she like zone out and like, oh, Steve, you're back. Yeah, start the whole conversation all over again. It was really sad to see him go through that, and I really like it. The only major problem I did have with the movie was that, um, we didn't have enough Winter Soldier in the movie. I mean, think about it, he was the subtitle of the movie, so why didn't we see more of him? Think about it, if they just had like one or two more scenes of the movie where it was Winter Soldier, I would have been completely not good with it. And the movie has a lot of funny comedy in it, and this movie does have some pretty good plot twists in it. Like when we see like Nick Fury's eye, it looks all bandaged up, but still. That is why Captain America Winter Soldier is number 7 on the list and gets a 10 out of 10 for me. Hope you enjoyed part 2. Can't wait for part 3 of the list, so enjoy. Anyway, have yourselves a good day and peace out.